what's a word that you would give to someone, like I said, they may feel that it isn't important. It isn't, they don't have the time for it, or they don't have the resources for it. Give them that word.
Every single person in this country has resources to invest. There's only two things that you can do with your money. It's spend it and invest it. Saving is just an illusion. You are saving at the cost of inflation to keep your money liquid and accessible to you. You're losing a ton of money, and your money is worth much more today than it's worth in the future. But if you're investing it, you're most likely compounding it and growing it at the same time. These companies want you to save, but they want to offer you 0% interest rates. And they also want to take fees from you every single month. And they also take money every single time you spend money. At the end of the day, some of those things are inevitable, I understand. But to be honest with you, the reality behind it is you only can spend and invest your money. We don't own our money. Money is just in your custody for right now. Mm-hmm. If I give you $100 and you give him 5, you give her 10, that money was just your $100, but you didn't own it because It went to him, and he may give that $5, $2 of that $5 to him. You know what I mean? And that money just trickles down, and it always does. We don't keep the money. And the only way to keep your money is to have assets in place that are constantly collecting and bringing money to you. If you look at the country last year, we did $1.2 billion in revenue from VAT. The only people in this economy that make money are the banks and the government. The government single-handedly takes on top 10% of everything.
Yeah.
They're collecting that money.
The most successful disposable tax ever.
They are the ones that are making money.
They're pimping us.
Yeah, they're the money makers in our environment. So are the banks. Every time you swipe your card, every single time you have at the end of the month, every single transaction that you make, the bank makes money.
Yes.
And
absolutely
I have that broken down in my head. So I know exactly what that looks like because of, avenues that we want to explore. And, that's the way of that business model. But what they do is very interesting with that. Now, once again, you can't have and live in this perspective where it's like, hey, I am saving money, because that doesn't exist. And then you also have to understand how investing works, not just from, say, real estate, stocks and all these things, not from that perspective, but just investments of time. If you make $10,000 today, mm-hmm. and you're able to invest and start investing in things now, mm-hmm. and in 10 years, that investment now makes $10,000 a year, you don't have to work. Financial freedom is different from freedom. Financial freedom is easily achievable, for sure, for most payments. But we look all the way down the line. Like, for example, you could find somebody that just can make thumbnails for YouTubers, or that could just edit simple, small videos, and that may be what you do for the whole entire month. And if you can make $3,000 doing that, and you could make your expenses only $1,000, you make $2,000, you could travel the world on $3,000, right? But it's all the perspective of it. And a big part of that helps is investing in things and investing in yourself as well. Being able to understand that whole entire thing about savings, which is, like I said, is an illusion, and that you can only spend and invest money, you start to get a better understanding of why it's so important to invest. Because you want to put yourself in a situation where that money is constantly being able to make more money by compounding. And you also want to put yourself in a situation where you start to understand how companies make money. You start to be an owner of companies that are making money. Mm-hmm. There's 3 tiers in business. There's self-employed, there's business owner, and there's investor. If Warren Buffett makes $500 million a year from Coca-Cola and the CEO makes $50 million, he's the investor making more money.
Right.